This week Parashat Mishpatim, very interesting. Right away after Parashat Yitro, 10 Commandments, we have Parashat Mishpatim, and the Midrash tells us something very interesting. If you look at Parashat Mishpatim, all talks about the relationship of people together. And Torah says, if you buy a Eved, starts with Eved Ivri. If you buy a Eved Ivri, you have to treat him nicely, you have to send him 7th year out. And Torah tells us that, in other words, Torah says that you shouldn't curse chas v'shalom your parents. You should not curse people. If you hit somebody, what should you do? If there is an accident, how should we treat an accident? We have to pay for compensate a person with whatever that we damage them, any way of damaging somebody else. And Torah says that don't curse people, don't say lashon hara. Is in this week parasha. If you find somebody, you should help him out. If he needs help, to help him out. If you see somebody lost something, return it back to him. Don't divert the judgment. All Mishpatim, everything. Now, it's very interesting, Midrash. The Midrash says that the 10 Commandments are hinted in this parasha. Just like we have 10 Commandments by Har Sinai, that Torah says, I'm Hashem. Don't bow down to somebody else. Don't worship somebody else. And all of these commandments, we have 10 commandments here also. And Ramban says that all of these things comes from the last command in the 10th commandment. What was the last thing in the 10 commandments? Tachmot. Don't be jealous. Ramban says that everything comes from that. In other words, all of the relationship of human beings comes from don't be jealous of somebody else. The Midrash says that if you are jealous, then you try to get it. Once you try to get it, the obstacles on the way make you to kill, make you to lie, make you to swear, make you to be over all of the commandments. In a way, the Farshim say that if you say which commandment is the worst commandment, is lo tachmod, don't be jealous. Because jealousy, what it does to a person is unbelievable, destroys a person. Now Ramban says all of the Mishpatim is based on jealousy. Now what's the point? What's the perspective Chachamim are telling us? In other words, before learning this, I would have said, if a person is jealous or is not jealous, it's a matter of being nice. In other words, if you are not jealous, you are a nicer person. If you are jealous, you are not being nice. But if a person thinks like that, he would be jealous for the rest of his life. Because it comes to a point that the jealousy breaks in and pushes a person, that the person decides deliberately not to be the nice person. I'm not going to be a nice person because I don't want. That's not worth it for me. But Torah is giving us a perspective that being jealous is the foundation of everything. Ibn Ezra asked the Kasha that how could you not be jealous? It's emotions. Emotions comes up. He says that Torah says eat matzah, I make matzah and eat. Torah says put on tefillin. Don't do melacha on Shabbat. Don't do. But something that has to do with my emotions. How could I control my emotions? It comes up. I see something I like, I love, I wish to have. There's a jealousy. Ibn Ezra says that, listen, just like a person sees that the birds are flying, but you're not jealous of them. They have wings, they could fly. How come you're not jealous? You love flying, right? You could take yourself in the sky. It's very good. Some people have a private helicopter to get them in the air. Therefore, it's such a pleasant thing to do. How come you're not jealous of that? Ibn Ezra said even more than that. Imagine somebody from village. He's not jealous of marrying the daughter of the king. Princess, why not? Be jealous. Such a beautiful girl, money, everything. Ibn Ezra says, therefore you see that just like you are not jealous over there, don't be jealous. First I learned this Ibn Ezra, I couldn't understand it. What is he talking about? Of course a villager is not jealous of a daughter of a king because it's not his caliber. A person is not jealous of birds because birds are not our caliber. Usually a person is jealous of the friend, somebody who is in his caliber, state. He bought the house. How should I bought it? It was a just print mistake. I would have gotten it. He got married to this girl. I was about to marry her. It was really, what type of person is? He doesn't deserve this job. I'm much more qualified. I'm much better. This type of things creates jealousy. Ibn Ezra tells me, look at the bird, look at the villager. What's Pshat? Ibn Ezra is a very deep Mefarish in Torah. What does it mean? Finally, I discovered Mefarshim explain. Ibn Ezra is saying something very interesting. Ibn Ezra is telling us, how come you are not jealous of the wing of a bird? Do you know why? Because there is a creator in the world. In Sheshet Yemei Bereshit, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave wing to the bird and didn't give wing to people. Hashem in Sheshet Yemei Bereshit made things different. Made bird to have wing. Now that went in your mind and became so solid that you don't think about it. You know it doesn't belong to you. It's not yours. Ibn Ezra is telling us the same way, the same token that you understand that the bird has a wing and you don't have wing because HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't give you in Sheshet Yemei Bereshit. In the 6 days of the creation, Hashem decided the same decision that this house should belong to Reuven, not to you. This wife belongs to Shimon, not to you. This children belongs to him, not to you. This business belongs to him, not to you. All are decrees of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There's no difference between the decree of Hashem that, this bird has wings, you don't have, or this house, when there is no misprint here. You've told HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, maybe there is a misprint in my name. When he got all of these sufferings and everything that the Satan was accusing you for, he told HaKadosh Baruch Hu, maybe there is a misprint. My name is Iyub, it's not Oyev. How come all of these things happening to me? HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Iyub, look at your head. How many hairs you have on your hair? Every hair, there's a stem that gets nutrition from. In my world, one stem and another one doesn't confuse. Each stem gives nutrition to that hair, that specific hair that was designed for. Now you tell me I have a misprint in my beriah, my creation. Therefore, whatever that comes to you, I decreed I wanted that for you, for you, to be good for you. Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu decrees. Therefore, Lo Tachmod is the expression of emunah, expression of faith. That expression of faith is not only when you want to pick up a heavy thing, say, oh, Ya Khuda, oh Hashem, or somebody has a tragedy, oh. No, that expression of faith, like Ramban goes to all of the Mishpatim. If there is a faith, you are honest in your business. If there is a faith, you get a Jew as an Eved, you don't overwork him. You treat him nicely. Like Chazal said, if you buy an Eved, you buy the Adon. If you have one pillow only to sleep, you give it to him. What type of business is that? I am the master. He is the Eved. This is the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. If you should not say Lashon Hara. Don't talk against other people. All of the Parashat talks about Adam lechavero, because the expression of the Malchut of Hashem is Adam lechavero. When one person does to his friend, the extension of Har Sinai is, yes, if you damage somebody, you have to pay. You cannot use something from somebody without permission. You are the Gazlan. You use a pen of somebody, you don't get permission from him, it's a Gazlan. In other words, that all is expression of faith. Expression of faith comes to a person, and to deal with each person, and understand everybody has his own chelek, has his own share, and the Baruch Hu gave everybody accordingly, and we have to respect that. We have to understand that. We have to understand when we are dealing with other people, we are dealing with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's the will of Hashem to treat them nicely, to be nice to them, and that's the extension of Har Sinai. Somebody says, okay, I want to come close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to connect to Har Sinai, and he goes to the Sinai, but in people, he doesn't do anything. That's not the way to do it. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us, all of us, to deal properly, That's why right away after Har Sinai, there's Parashat Mishpatim. Don't make a mistake that, 10 commandments is there and I keep. That's why the Gemara in Brachot says they were metaken to say 10 commandments every day. Chachamim nullify that. Because if they say it every day, they feel that's the major and the rest is not major, the rest is not important, and they don't keep it. Chodesh Baruch Hu puts Ele Mishpatim, the judgment, how to deal with your friend. Yes, saying good morning to your friend. Give him chizuk and idut that he needs to help out other people. That's the extension of Har Sinai. Person wants to be with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to be with Shekhinah. A person has to be with people, to care for them, to want them. They are children of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem says, you take care of my children, I take care of you.